Hi traders, and welcome to the daily recap show for today, which is Tuesday the 15th of March. So we said today that resistance came in at 72.10 to 72.25, but if we held these as resistance and started getting sustained break below 70.55 to 70.70, then we could see moves further down to 69.65 to 69.80. So let's go and see how the FTSE played out today. Okay, so as you can see, we didn't get to any of the areas that we were looking to trade from today on the FTSE. We just missed that support area down at 70.55 to 70.70. We reacted from 70.75, so that was front run. So nothing really there that we could trade from either. So as you can see as well, the zones were a little bit choppy, not exactly really well respected today. And when you're in the middle of the range from those areas that we mentioned, that can quite often be the case. Excuse me. So nothing really of great interest on the FTSE today. As I say, hasn't even reached either of the areas of the market that we were looking to trade from. So now let's go and take a look at the DAX. Okay, so he said that the initial resistance today actually came in at 14.080 to 14.115 on the DAX. We said acceptance below 13.800 to 13.835 could open up moves towards 13.610 to 635. However, we should also be aware of false breaks today, especially of the 13.800 to 835 area. We did then talk about where we could head if we got sustained breaks below 13.610 to 635. So let's go and see what happened in the DAX today. Okay, so the DAX offered some much better opportunities than the FTSE. As you can see, we actually broke down on the DAX pre-market in the pre-market session. So when the market opened here, we actually had a really nice 1 minute reversal pattern on the open here. So we had a breakdown below that 13.800 to 835, and we'd seen that acceptance pre-market, and we had a really nice rejection candle here, which then saw that move down to that 13.610 to 635 area. So that was a really good trading opportunity on the open for a short. Other than that, not too much. Once that move started, there was no real opportunity to get in. It trended very strongly, no real strong retracement. It moved through that zone there and into this 13.610 to 635 zone. As you can see, we did get a brief push down, but we got that really strong push back up, an impulsive push back through to suggest that it was a false break. And there was actually a 15-minute reversal there, which one of our students took as well on this from this zone. So that's a really nice trade, really nice reversal on a higher time frame as well to tie in with that zone. So we was talking about that was a target, that was support, and if we saw the sustained break below there, then we could see lower pricing. But this one, it actually pushed down, it took that liquidity grab there that we always talk about, and then closed back above the zone. So that's a really nice trade that one of our students took there as well. Other than that, we then pushed back up this afternoon. Although we haven't seen a false break pattern of this 800 to 835 area, in essence, what we've done is we've seen the false break pattern on a higher time frame. We've pushed down below, and then we've had an equally strong impulsive push back through the 800 to 815 area. So, 800 to 835 area. So it'll be interesting to see what happens overnight on this. Once we regained the acceptance above the zone, notice that we held it here. We held it here, and we held it here. So we couldn't, after we got the acceptance back above that zone, we couldn't break back below, which was then the catalyst for this move higher as well. We haven't moved up towards that 14.08 to 14.115 zone in this session. However, there's plenty of room there to manage the trade and get some of your profits off, certainly around this zone here in the overnight highs around 9.30. So if you had managed to get long here, there was a bit of reversal here, there was a continuation pattern here, and there's a lower high here, and then we've got the acceptance there. So there's a few opportunities there to get in on a long back above that zone once we'd retested it and once we'd gained acceptance back above that zone. and it'll be interesting to see what happens in the overnight session, considering we've had this sort of bit of a false break of this 800 to 835 pattern on the higher time frames. If we can hold above that zone now, I would expect maybe us to move up to this 14080 to 14115 zone in the coming sessions. However, if we break back below there, then again we may be looking for more shorts. We're at a bit of a key area on the DAX, and the reason being we are, if I show you on the daily chart time frames, you can see that we are right at the moving averages on the daily chart. So this is a downward trend. It's tested the moving averages a couple of times and reacted from there. So that's sort of what we've got to be aware of there. Is if we get the impulsive push down and start breaking these lows, then we start having a continuation on the daily time frame, which could then lead to further downside. However, if we can start breaking back above these zones here at 14100 and 14200, then potentially we could be putting in a bit more of a deeper push up. So we'll update on the zones in the morning. I hope you found this useful, and I'll speak to you again tomorrow. Cheers.